Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Guard Major and this is Admiralty Reports. Admiralty Reports is your gameplay submissions with my commentary, and today we have a submission from Eternal Abyss, who is playing in the Tier 7 French premium battleship Jean Bart. Now this is a Tier 6 and 7 game of domination on northern waters. On the enemy team we have a Minsk, a Kagero, a Lightning, a York, a New Orleans and a Targo, 2 Odins and a Jean Bart. What to expect from the enemy team? Expect the Jean Bart probably to battle tank, the 2 Odins want to probably close in and use their torpedoes and brawl. Regarding the cruisers, I guess it's worth noting there's a York, so she'll have exposed engine modules to high explosives. When it comes to the destroyers, I guess it's worth mentioning that the Minsk only has 4-kilometer torpedoes. On the friendly team, we have an Akatsuki, a Lightning, a Fletcher, a Belfast, a Helena, Charles Patel, a Bismarck, obviously Eternal Abyss in the Jean Bart, and we was also an Iowa. So, spawning on the left flank at the Alpha objective and making a move into Alpha. Spotted, so there's got to be an enemy destroyer coming around the corner. Thankfully, we have the friendly Fletcher to our front, which is providing some form of cover. Enemy Minsk spotted. Getting a quick volley of HE out there. Also spotted, there's an enemy Jean Bart to the front and also an enemy York slightly to the starboard side. So the Jean Bart is a French battleship which was built with 8 15-inch guns mounted in 2 quadruple turrets up front. However, although she was launched in March 1940, she wasn't really commissioned until January 1949 and entering service in May 1955. Reason being is obviously the Second World War did kind of hinder the production or completion of this ship, and then there was also some politics in regards to the discussion as to whether the Jean Bart should be completed as a battleship, as an aircraft carrier, or scrapped in its entirety. Now, although only entering service in 1955, she was actually decommissioned in 1957. That meant she only actually had an active career of 2 years. And then she was stricken and scrapped in 1970. So, high explosives at the York. See if we can get those engines, knocking out the torpedoes and setting the fire. But she's damage conned that fire, so potentially might be able to pick on that. However, Lightning spotted to the front, so that's a bit cool, a bit concerning. Getting a volley of HE away, getting the main battery reload booster going, which reduces the reload speed of your main battery by 50%. Seeing if we can finish off that Lightning. Very nice, good job. Here comes the Lightning torpedoes, but thankfully, with Propulsion modules 2, he's able to accelerate backwards very quickly, knocking out the engines on the York with high explosives, and we know the York did do that damage con quite recently. Now, although he's loading high explosives, he is using the Azur Dunkerque commando, which means instant armor-piercing shells. So yeah, talking about the commander, Azur Dunkerque, rank 15 legendary 3. Skills: Brawler, Frontal Fire, Megalomania, Master Mechanic and Farsighted. And it's that special trait, Frontal Fire, which is allowing him to change ammunition type in 0.1 seconds once the guns are reloaded. That's a total reduction of minus 95%. Which practically means that you can never have the wrong type of ammunition loaded when you use the Azur Dunkerque commander. Inspirations: Madden, Mastery 17, and Direlli, Mastery 15. Let's see if we can finally find the Citadel on this York and finish her off. Not quite, but she's only down to 5,000 HP, so she's not going to be long for this world. Well, she's nearly finished, so she doesn't... Oh no, she's not on fire anymore, so it looks like we're going to be securing the kill, so securing kill number 2. So, when it comes to his command build, he's focusing mostly on getting that reload speed down. With his inspirations and modules, he's been able to reduce his reload time down to 16.8 seconds, as per normal. Which also means that when he has the main battery reload booster working, we're down to 8.4 seconds. For Jean Bart, there we go. Only 5,000 HP left on that Jean Bart, so an opportunity worth taking, using one of those repair parties. So with 3 kills, managed to secure Alpha, and although the enemy Minsk is somewhere, we're not quite sure where, she's not really going to be much of a threat, being she only has 4-kilometer torpedoes. So might as well start making a move over to Bravo. So, when it comes to the modules, he's taken Aiming Systems Module 1, Propulsion Module 2, Target Acquisition Systems Module 1, and Main Battery Module 3. Spotted, so there's got to be something working in this area. So, as we're leaving the Alpha Cap, gonna have to just keep it careful, aren't we? So, when it came to the design of the Jean Bart, they're very much, or the Richelieu class battleships, they're very much just a increase upon the Dunkerque design. The Dunkerque design was equipped with two quadruple 13-inch turrets, whereas obviously in response to the Littorio class battleships from the Italian Navy, they produced this 15-inch gun class of battleship. Getting the Citadel, knocking out the New Orleans, very nice. And now we're capping Bravo. Yeah, friendly Belfast, who was over on the eastern flank, has finally succumbed to the enemy, so it's basically a big friendly push now into the Bravo objective. Detected again. There's the Targo. Now Targo's got those lovely Japanese torpedoes which do have quite a decent amount of range. Getting a Citadel, knocking 15,000 HP off it. Not sure those rounds are going to make it, but we have used our main battery reload booster. Using the damage control party to pull out the two fires. That's fair enough, reasonable. Probably could get away with using one of those repairs as well. There's the Targo again. Reload speed that he's got on this Jean Bart is very nice. Just got to watch the volley coming in from your starboard side from the enemy battleships. And thankfully, the glorious French armour is standing up as always. Now, Jean Bart is also well known for being completed with only having one, well, initially launched to Casablanca with only one turret and being engaged by the USS Massachusetts. Enemy torpedoes coming in from the starboard side. Unfortunately, we're going to eat one and we're going to be flooding, and it's going to be 40 seconds until we have a damage control party, so unfortunately that flood is going to stick. There's the enemy Minsk, so it looks like the enemy Minsk abandoned Alpha and ran all the way over to Charlie, which is a really strange play. Unfortunately, that flooding is really hurting. We know that the two battleships left on the enemy team are the Odins. And the other destroyer is the Kagera, yes, Kagera. So that's hence the flooding. Those torpedoes do hit very hard. Well, there's the Otago. She's just snuck her nose out. Let's see if we can wrap her off. There we go. Getting our Kraken Unleashed high caliber and just passing 100,000 damage. That just leaves the two Odins, the Kagero and the Minsk. And it looks like the Minsk has just been spotted. There she is. High explosives loaded, very nice. She's only got 10,000 HP. It looks like the friendly destroyer's gone and laid you a smoke screen, knocking the Minsk down to about 7,000 HP. I think the Fletcher laid the smoke screen mostly for himself, although might as well see if we can take advantage of it. Because although when you're in a smoke screen and you're spotted, smoke screens do actually affect the incoming dispersion, so it can be partially useful being in a smoke screen even if you are spotted in a battleship. Managed to wrap off the Minsk and secure himself his 6th kill. Instant armor piercing, love that trick. Wrapping up kill number 7. We have another Odin charging in. Could we make this kill number 8? Only 15,000 HP left though. And it's obvious that the Odin's gone and got torpedoes away. She's blatantly broadside on, but really smacking that Odin and getting the Confederate medal. Can we dodge these torpedoes? It looks like Bravo turret's just been temporarily knocked out. This is going to be a close one. Now she's bowing, which means it's going to be, well, very difficult to really do any damage to her. Using the damage control party to bring Bravo turret back online. Contemplating shooting through the bow, but Odin does have a very nice icebreaker bow. It could be quite difficult to really knock it out. Oh, she's offering us a broadside. She's going to be loosing torpedoes. Here come the torpedoes, but can the team kill the Odin in time? There she goes, securing the win. Unfortunately, not kill number 8. Well, that was a quite enjoyable game. Let's have a look at the end screen. So here we are at the end screen, and it's managed to do 155,000 damage, just rounding up. Gave himself Dreadnought, Confederate, Kraken Unleashed and High Caliber, securing 7 kills, with 3 citadels, 2 fires, 70 hits on target. Also, capturing 2 capture points, which is quite useful for a battleship, and getting 13 secondary hits. Going on to the team screen, and obviously coming top of the team with 3,716 ship XP. Obviously, that does include a 1.5 multiplier for being on the winning team, with 7 kills. Doing about, let's say, 1,500 more than the next best player on your team, which is rather outstanding, I guess you can say. Looking at the enemy team, the Odins did well, the Kagero did well, but not many of their team managed to push past the 1,000 ship XP, and obviously they don't get a 1.5 multiplier. So taking a look at the economy screen, he's been able to walk away with a profit of 485,000 credits with a premium account. There has been a ship service cost, that's 181,000 credits, which is quite extortionate, which is quite interesting. But then this is being recorded before the reduction in the service cost of tier 7 ships. But yeah, all in all, walking away quite nicely. I mean, 10,000 ship XP, that's very nice, and 10,000 commander XP as well. That's always going to be quite helpful. Well, if you have enjoyed this, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. Down in the description is the command build and the modules if you want to refer to them in future, along with the email address for the channel if you want to send in any of your own game captures, and the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel on Patreon, as it is a non-monetized channel. Until next time, I'm the Gallop Major, and back to the port.
Hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the Galloping Major. Get out of the way there, you fellows, unless you want me to run you down.